What happens when society's rejects become humanity's last hope? The prison transport ship shuddered. Red warning lights flashed across the metal walls. 300 convicts in matching gray jumpsuits looked up from their locked seats, restraints biting into their wrists. "Attention all prisoners," a cold voice announced over the speakers. "Course change authorized. Stand by for new destination briefing." In the back row, prisoner 8734 Kyle Reeves felt his stomach tighten. Prison transports never changed course. Something was wrong. Guards in black armor moved through the aisles, weapons ready. The ship lurched again. Through a small viewport, Kyle saw the blue glow of Earth fade as they accelerated toward deep space. "All prisoners will now view the following government announcement," the voice said. Screens dropped from the ceiling. A stern woman in a military uniform appeared. "Inmates of Federal Transport 17, you have been selected for the Rehabilitation Initiative. Your crimes against society can be forgiven. Your freedom can be earned. Your purpose can be found in service." Kyle exchanged glances with the man beside him. Nobody believed this. Earth needs soldiers. The alien threat in the Proxima Centauri system has overwhelmed our defenses. You will be trained. You will fight. You will earn your place back in society. The screens went black. The ship hummed as it picked up speed. Major Fred Dawson entered the prisoner bay. His uniform was crisp, but his face looked tired. A long scar ran from his eye to his jaw. The guard straightened as he passed. "I am your commanding officer," he said, voice rough from years of shouting orders. "I don't care what you did to end up here. I care what you do next." A prisoner in the front row laughed. "We're cannon fodder. That's what this is." Dawson walked to him slowly. "Yes, that's exactly what you are." The honesty silenced the room. 6 months ago, we made contact with an alien civilization. 2 weeks later, they attacked without warning. Our ships were destroyed in minutes. Our colonies burned. Now they're moving toward Earth. The ship's engines changed pitch. Kyle felt the acceleration push him into his seat. "You will train for 14 days. Then you fight. Most of you will die. But Earth will survive." A prisoner stood up despite his restraints. "I'd rather take my chances in prison." Dawson nodded to a guard. The guard pressed a button. The prisoner screamed and fell back into his seat, body twitching. "Neural compliance implants were installed during your last medical check. They ensure cooperation." Fear spread through the room. Kyle touched the back of his neck, feeling a small bump under his skin that hadn't been there before. "Training begins now," Dawson said. The ship rocked violently. Alarms blared. Dawson grabbed the wall to steady himself. "Status report," he barked into his comm. "Unknown vessel approaching, sir." Not responding to hails. Weapons locked on. The transmission cut off. The ship lurched again, harder this time. Sparks rained from the ceiling. Prisoners shouted as their restraints suddenly released. "Battle stations," Dawson ordered the guards. "Secure the prisoners." A massive impact threw everyone forward. The lights failed, plunging the ship into darkness. Emergency red lighting flickered on. "We're hit," someone yelled. Kyle felt the ship begin to spin. Through the viewport, he saw fire trailing from their engines. The unknown attacker moved into view, a dark shape with pulsing lights that matched no Earth design. As the ship tumbled toward an unknown moon, Kyle realized the truth. They weren't being sent to fight a war. They were already in one. Kyle woke to the taste of blood and smoke. The prison ship lay broken across gray rock, its hull split open like a crushed can. Bodies were scattered across the crash site. Some moved. Many didn't. He pulled himself from the wreckage, legs shaking. The sky above was dark purple, with a gas giant looming large on the horizon. Not Earth. Not anywhere near Earth. "Get up if you can walk," Major Dawson shouted, blood running down his face. He held a rifle in one hand, a comm unit in the other. Perimeter check. No. Survivors gathered slowly. Kyle counted 87 prisoners and 6 guards. The rest were dead or dying in the twisted metal behind them. Where are we? Asked a tall prisoner with a broken arm. Uncharted moon, Dawson said, checking his wrist device. Proxima system. A woman with gang tattoos on her neck laughed bitterly. So they got us here anyway. Dawson ignored her. Salvage what you can. Weapons, food, medical supplies. Why should we listen to you? Asked a heavy-set man with a scarred face. Restraints are gone. Guards are outnumbered. Other prisoners nodded. Kyle felt the tension rise. Dawson pointed to the sky. See that? Alien territory. They shot us down. They'll be coming to finish the job. Work together or die alone. The prisoners looked up. In the distance, lights moved across the dark sky. Jackson, Shun, Rivera. Dawson called to the remaining guards. Secure the weapons cache. Too late, the scarred man said, pulling out a guard's pistol from his jumpsuit. Some of us already found it. More prisoners revealed hidden weapons. The guards raised their rifles. Stop. Kyle stepped between them. He's right. We need to work together. Stay out of this, Reeves, Dawson warned. Look. Kyle pointed to a ridge beyond the crash site. A metal structure gleamed in the dim light. That's not natural. Dawson turned his attention to the structure. Scout team. 5 volunteers. I'll go, Kyle said. 4 others joined him, including the tattooed woman. Name's Vega, she said as they climbed the ridge. What were you in for? Does it matter now? Kyle replied. The structure was larger than it first appeared. A doorway opened into a dark corridor. The walls were smooth, covered in symbols that glowed faintly. Alien outpost, whispered one of the scouts. They moved deeper inside. Screens lined the walls, showing star maps and what looked like battle plans. Earth appeared on several displays, marked with targeting data. They're planning something big, Via said. An attack on Earth. Kyle touched one of the screens. It responded to his fingers, changing to show new information. How can I read this? The implants, another scout realized, touching his neck. They're doing more than controlling us. A noise echoed from deeper in the outpost. They froze. Back at the crash site, Dawson tried to contact Earth Command. The comm unit crackled to life. Transport 17. This is Command. We have your position. Request immediate extraction, Dawson said. We have survivors. A pause. Negative, Major. New orders. Your team is to proceed with Operation Outcast. We crashed. We're not equipped for any operation. These orders come from the top. The convicts are to infiltrate the alien command post in your sector and deploy the package. No extraction until mission complete. That's a suicide mission, Dawson hissed. Those criminals were always meant to be sacrificed, Major. Complete your mission. The comm went dead. Dawson looked at the remaining prisoners, then at the alien structure where his scout team had disappeared. Inside the outpost, Kyle's team rounded a corner and stopped. Before them stood a tall, armored figure with 4 arms, each holding a different weapon. Its helmet turned toward them, revealing no face, only a reflective surface that showed their own terrified expressions. The alien raised its weapons. The alien fired. Kyle dove left. Vega went right. The other 3 scouts weren't fast enough. Energy blasts hit them square in the chest, dropping them instantly. Run! Kyle shouted, scrambling backward. The alien advanced, weapons tracking their movement. Kyle felt something strange, a burning sensation at the base of his skull where the implant sat. His vision blurred, then sharpened dramatically. He could suddenly see the alien's movements before they happened. Vega grabbed a metal pipe from the floor and swung it at the alien. It blocked easily, but the distraction gave Kyle an opening. He lunged forward, moving faster than he thought possible, and tackled the alien's legs. They crashed to the floor. The aliens' weapons scattered. Kyle and the alien wrestled, 4 arms against 2. Kyle should have lost immediately, but he didn't. His muscles responded with impossible strength. His reflexes operated at twice normal speed. The implant in his neck burned hotter. Vega joined the fight, landing heavy blows on the alien's helmet. It cracked. The alien made a high-pitched sound to call for help. "We need to go," Vega said, grabbing one of the alien weapons. Kyle nodded, snatching up another. They ran back toward the entrance, leaving the stunned alien behind them. Outside, they found chaos. More aliens had arrived at the crash site. Gunfire echoed across the rocky terrain. Prisoners and guards fought side by side against the attackers. "What happened to you?" Dawson demanded when they reached him behind a piece of ship wreckage. "The implants," Kyle said, touching his neck. "They're changing us." Dawson's face darkened. "I know. That's why you're here." "What do you mean?" Before Dawson could answer, a military dropship broke through the moon's atmosphere, Earth insignia on its hull. It landed hard near the crash site, ramp extending. Soldiers poured out, wearing advanced combat suits. They fired not just at the aliens, but at the prisoners too. "Take cover," Dawson shouted, pulling Kyle down. "They're shooting at us," Vega yelled. "Your people are shooting at us." Dawson grabbed a fallen unit. "Command, cease fire. These are our people." "Negative, Major," came the reply, broadcast so all could hear. Project Outcast subjects have shown unauthorized neural adaptations. All subjects must be contained or terminated. The scarred prisoner who had challenged Dawson earlier suddenly convulsed. His body changed before their eyes muscles expanding, skin hardening. Others began transforming too, their implants glowing through their skin. "What's happening to them?" Kyle asked, feeling his own implant pulse. "You were never meant to be soldiers," Dawson said grimly. "You're weapons." Earth has been engineering genetic anomalies in the population for decades. The prison system identifies carriers. The implants activate the changes. A massive explosion rocked the battlefield as an alien ship appeared overhead, much larger than the first attacker. It opened fire on both human and alien forces below. "They've found us," Dawson said. "The main alien force." Kyle looked at the Earth soldiers, then at the transformed prisoners fighting with newfound abilities, then at the alien ship raining death from above. "Whose side are you on, Major?" he asked. Dawson threw down his Earth military insignia. "Not theirs. Not anymore." The alien commander's voice boomed across the battlefield, translated somehow through their implants. "Humans. We would speak with your leader." Silence fell across the battlefield. The alien ship hovered above, weapons still aimed downward. Earth soldiers took defensive positions. The transformed prisoners stood between both forces, their bodies now barely recognizable as human. "I'll go," Dawson said, standing up. Kyle grabbed his arm. "It could be a trap." "Everything's been a trap so far," Dawson replied. He stepped into the open, hands raised. "I am Major Frank Dawson. I speak for these people." A beam of light shot down from the alien ship, scanning Dawson from head to toe. Then a figure materialized beside him, tall, with 4 arms and an ornate helmet. "I am Commander Vex of the Proxima Defense Force," the alien said. Its voice came through clearly in their minds. "You are not our enemy." The Earth soldiers raised their weapons. Their captain shouted, "Stand down, Major." "That's an order." Dawson ignored him. "Then who is your enemy?" "The same as yours," Vex replied. "The Harvesters. The third faction in this war." Images flashed in everyone's minds, another alien race, insect-like and vicious, attacking both human and Proximan worlds. "Earth has been manipulating both sides," Vex continued. "They created you." He gestured to the transformed prisoners. "As weapons against both our peoples." The Earth captain fired a warning shot, This is treason, Dawson. More Earth ships appeared in the sky. Reinforcements. The neural implants, Kyle said, stepping forward despite the danger. They're not just control devices. No, Vex agreed. They activate dormant genetic code. Earth has been seeding your population with modified DNA for generations, creating perfect soldiers. Vega joined them, her skin now covered in a shell-like armor. Why would Earth attack your people if they wanted weapons against these harvesters? To test you, Vex said simply. To perfect you through combat. The Earth captain had heard enough. All forces, open fire. Eliminate all subjects and alien contacts. Bullets and energy weapons fired from all directions. Kyle felt his implant burn again. Time seemed to slow. He moved with impossible speed, pulling Dawson and Vega to safety behind a rock formation. The transformed prisoners fought back against the Earth forces. Their new abilities made them formidable. Some could move at incredible speeds. Others had skin like armor. Some could even generate energy blasts from their hands. We need to end this, Dawson said. Before more die. Vex's voice came through their implants. The Harvester fleet approaches. We detected them entering this system. They will be here within hours. What do they want? Kyle asked. The same thing Earth wants. You. The battle intensified. Earth dropships landed more troops. The Proxima ship returned fire, careful to target only military positions. We need to get to their command ship, Dawson said, pointing to the largest Earth vessel now descending. Stop this at the source. How? Vega asked. We can't fly. But we can fight, Kyle said, looking at the transformed prisoners. And we can infiltrate. Dawson nodded. I know their protocols. I can get us aboard. A sudden high-pitched tone cut through the air. Kyle clutched his head in pain. Around the battlefield, prisoners fell to their knees. What's happening? Vega gasped, fighting to stay conscious. Kill switch, Dawson said grimly. They're activating the implant's termination function. Prisoners began to collapse. Some died instantly. Others writhed in agony. Kyle felt like his brain was on fire. His vision darkened at the edges. Then something unexpected happened. His implant pulsed, changed frequency. The pain stopped. He stood up, stronger than before. Around him, about 20 other prisoners did the same. The rest lay dead or dying. We evolved past their control, Kyle realized. The Earth Command ship landed. Its ramp lowered. Now's our chance, Dawson said. While they think we're neutralized, Kyle looked at the survivors' outcasts, transformed into something new, something Earth never expected. Let's end this war, he said. The Earth Command ship loomed before them, a massive steel fortress against the alien sky. Kyle, Vega, and Dawson led the surviving outcasts across the battlefield. Earth soldiers ignored them, believing the kill switch had worked. Stay low, Dawson whispered as they approached the ship's loading ramp. Follow my lead. They entered through a cargo bay, hiding among supply crates. The ship hummed with power. Soldiers rushed past, preparing for the coming harvester attack. This way, Dawson said, leading them through service corridors. Command center is 3 levels up. An alarm blared. A voice announced, all personnel to battle stations. Harvester fleet detected entering lunar orbit. They're early, Vega said. The ship shuddered as its engines fired. They were taking off. We need to move faster, Kyle urged. They reached a security checkpoint. 2 guards blocked their path. Major Dawson? One said, surprised. Sir, you're listed as... Kyle moved before the guard could finish. His enhanced reflexes made the guard seem to move in slow motion. One quick strike, and both guards were unconscious. 23 of us left, Dawson noted, looking at their group. Against an entire command crew. They won't expect us, Kyle said. They think we're dead. They took an elevator to the command level. When the doors opened, chaos greeted them. Officers shouted orders. Tactical displays showed the approaching harvester ships, dozens of them, far more than expected. There, Dawson pointed to a sealed door. Command center. They fought their way across the bridge. The Outcasts used their new abilities: superhuman strength, speed, even energy manipulation. Earth soldiers fell before them. The command center door opened. Inside stood Admiral Vance, the architect of Project Outcast. "Impossible," he said, seeing the transformed prisoners. "The kill switch failed," Kyle finished for him. "Just like your whole plan." Vance reached for an alarm. Dawson lunged forward, but too slowly. A bullet caught him in the chest. He fell. "Major." Kyle knelt beside him. "Finish it," Dawson gasped, blood pooling beneath him. "Save them all." Vega grabbed Vance by the throat. "Order a ceasefire, now." Outside, the battle intensified. Harvester ships engaged both Earth and Proxima vessels. The moon's surface burned under weapon fire. "You don't understand," Vance choked out. "The harvesters can't be reasoned with. We needed weapons." "We needed you. You created us," Kyle said. "But you don't control us." He accessed the ship's communication system. Using his implant, he connected to the Proxima network. Images and data flowed through his mind: Earth's genetic experiments, the planned genocide of the Proxima species, the harvesting of transformed humans as biological weapons. Kyle broadcast everything to Earth colonies, to Proxima forces, to everyone. "This ends now," he said, his voice transmitted across all channels. Vance laughed bitterly. "Too late. Earth has already surrendered to the harvesters. That's why we needed you." One last weapon. The ship rocked violently as a harvester beam struck it. Warning lights flashed. "We need to go," Vega said. Kyle looked at Dawson's body, then at the surviving Outcasts, only 23 left from 300. "Where?" he asked. "Earth betrayed us. We don't belong anywhere." A Proxima ship appeared alongside them, docking tube extending. "Commander Vex offers sanctuary," came the message through their implants. "For those who fought with honor." The Outcasts looked at each other, former criminals, transformed into something new. Their bodies changed, their humanity altered forever. "What about the others like us?" Kyle asked. "There must be more on Earth with the same genetic markers. Then we'll find them," Vega said. "Build something new." As they boarded the Proxima ship, Kyle felt his implant pulse one last time. A strange sensation spread through his body. The changes weren't stopping, they were accelerating. "It's happening to all of us," Vega said, looking at her changing hands. The Proxima ship detached as the Earth vessel began to break apart. Through the viewport, they watched the battle rage on. "We're becoming something else," Kyle realized. Something neither human nor alien. In the ship's reflective wall, he caught his transformed reflection. His eyes glowed with energy. His skin had a metallic sheen. "The outcasts of the galaxy," he said. "Earth turned us into soldiers. But we'll decide what we become next."